when I said 6:30 earlier before we normally meet at 6.
Well, Skype wants me to remind you, you're being recorded. It's best for me legally.
Let me change a few things I have planned. We're gonna have to take out the bards.
We're gonna have to take out the Jeffrey Epstein mission.
Yeah. I'm glad we had the lawnmower conversation before we started recording, I guess.
That's true.
That's probably useful to avoid any trouble there.
Yeah, I found it's best for everyone if I just wait like 20, 25 minutes to start recording. Because, like...
I can't imagine why.
I think the first time I recorded this, it was like the first 30 minutes of it was just like not related to the story at all. So I was just like, cut it out.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay, well, I've got just a list of things that happened last time because I would love to leave space for input, especially at the end here. I think there's stuff to go over and discuss, and just I want to let you guys work out what you have.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1 second. I told you I was going to do this at the beginning. I totally have been fucking up that channel vigor spell. I think. I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna read it to you guys and help you. It's the one, Alex, that gives you haste.
You said it's called Channel Vigor?
Yeah. It's a 3rd level cleric spell. Yeah. Channel Vigor. Okay, so this is the way it's worded. You focus okay, so first of all, the target is you. When it says target or whatever, distance. Yeah. You focus the energy of your mind, body, and spirit into a specific part of your being, granting yourself an exceptional ability to perform certain tasks. When you cast the spell, choose one of the following portions of yourself as your focus target. Thereafter, you may change the focus target as a move action. You can gain the benefit of only one channel vigor spell at a time. So when it said change the focus target, I thought it meant like
to another person.
Target of the spell. Yeah.
I see.
But it's that weird word of like the focus target of the body part or whatever that you're doing it on.
Yeah,
so I think,
okay.
like, I can
so
change.
You can only cast this on yourself then?
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Gotcha. Yep.
So I apologize for that. I just, like, at the very end of the last time, I was looking at that spell, and then I was like, wait a minute, that reads really weird. And I just called it. So I really do apologize. I did not try to BS that spell.
I've only used it like once, so.
Well, it wasn't the time we used it. It was pretty crucial, but yeah. I was actually pretty bummed when I realized that because I really liked using that.
It's still pretty cool that it can do all that stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's still so powerful.
Yeah, like where I can change, like I can shift it around, which is really nice. Yeah, I mean, like the mind one, you get a +4 on ranged attack rolls. So like, it's pretty.
Oh yeah, you shoot your gun. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Something we don't have to spend time talking to right now, but does anybody understand well how to know or like to know whether or not really quick whether something can stack with something else?
Doesn't it usually say it doesn't stack if it doesn't?
That's
I know.
It's either one or the other. Like I can't remember which way that works.
So
that's
I know for like ACs, is that what you're asking about?
Well, actually, I'm asking about like I was just reading this one, like you can do bluff and intimidate checks. And I have other things that would be like totally different, like a spell that I could cast, like that I would cast, like a trust spell, build trust, that I cast on that guard last time.
Yeah.
Like
We remember.
I don't know how these things stack together. You start getting into spells. But I've been playing with the understanding of what Xavier just said. Like, generally, it will say does not stack.
Yeah, because I was just looking up a spell earlier today, and it specifically said does not stack.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
I don't know for as like skill checks goes. I don't know. I kind of just assume they stack unless it doesn't say stack too.
Okay.
But I know for like AC specifically, there's different types of AC. Like
Yes.
you got your
Mm,
dodge bonus, you got your magic.
yeah.
Those stack, but they don't stack. You can't have like
With each
10
other.
different magic things that stack.
Well, even this, like what you gain is a competence bonus. So I'm sure that I can't stack like 2 competence bonuses.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
sure.
but at the same time, like I think that build trust, I don't think it's a competence bonus. I think it's something else. So I don't see any problem with it stacking. I'm trying to double check.
Does it specify what kind of bonus it is?
I was actually getting ready to look at that right now.
Oh, it says this one is a circumstance bonus.
Oh,
yeah.
Trust.
nice.
Yeah. So I guess that might be the key to making sure there's different types of bonuses.
Yeah, I think that's how Pathfinder did it.
That
must
makes
be what
sense.
it is.
That-
Because you have like insight bonus, luck bonus, morale
Mhm.
bonus. All of these bonuses probably stack with each other, but they don't stack together, I guess. Is
Right.
say.
Yeah, see, and it's interesting because like the visualization of the mind, that thing I'm using like once a day that gives me the +5 on either charisma, intelligence, or wisdom things. It just says it adds 5 to ability and skill checks. So I guess that's a different thing too.
Is somebody outside?
Hayden.
Me. I could go back to the guest room, or I could
No,
have set up in the guest
That
room.
I was hearing what I was hearing.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Well, we'll see. It's only going to get colder, so.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hayden, I know you're going to get started. I didn't mean to derail you. Go ahead.
Nope, good. My computer actually turned off, so I need to restart it anyway. So that's been
Hell
great.
yeah. This MacBook I have is so old that it takes forever to come off 0 when it's charging. Actually, that's it. And if it unplugs at any point when it's not off 0 yet, it just turns off. And I moved it, and I unplugged it. Were you guys expecting a more interesting story? Sorry. Hey, Austin, are you trying to be like just a few inches outside of the frame of your camera? No, it's because I'm turned sideways. I told we're like putting all the Christmas stuff. You see all this stuff on the table over here, and there's way more stuff over there on the desk that I normally use. And so I'm kind of like using a little bit of the table behind me, and then some stuff right there too. So I'm in between the table and the computer.
I see. Yeah, you're good.
I mean, I can turn it so it's not quite so bad, but
That's
It's
better.
fine.
I like to see your face.
Yeah, it helps. I'll need to see it when I finally kill one of your characters.
I'm not worried about it because if I die, I just come back to life. Apparently,
I killed any of our
That's what I'm saying. Let's just keep your face on frame, because that is what you think.
You killed Seymour.
I killed Seymour. And it's not that I didn't kill Granny, and it's not that I didn't kill Rufio, to be fair.
Well, not that we know of.
All right. So, You guys good? Sweet. The last time we played, 2 days passed. There were 2 very good days though, and it was a great session. On day 1, Granny went to the oh crap, what's the name of the building? Do you have the name in front of you, Hudson? Oh crap,
I
why didn't I write it
have
down?
the.
Oh, I have it. Hayden, give me a
Museum.
second. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm on the wrong page. Damn it.
It starts with a P. Pa 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 pa.
Pediment.
Pediment.
The Pediment building.
Pediment.
You spoke with a deputy there. Deputy Arvin. And very handily convinced this person to not only show you the sword that was taken from Lupine, but then to draw the sword for you. And then to, through purchasing the drawing, you also took the sword with you.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, when I told him to draw that for me, I still didn't have the plan all in my head.
It went pretty well for you. So, yeah, Granny had a pretty good visit to the Pediment building. Meanwhile, Lupine and Foxfire kind of wanted to walk the underbridge and get a feel for that part of town. And it was obviously a seedy part of town. Lots of old buildings, lots of buildings you saw that had been brought up and then later sort of abandoned. It speaks to like just shady business, and it's hard for regular businesses to get by, but it's so busy here, so you can't help but wonder. And even as you were walking down the docks that exist there, you could see that it didn't look like everything was on the up and up as far as people bringing items in. And you even know, now in Magnamar, there is another neighborhood that's more known for its dock ways, that it's like, this is where the stuff comes in and stuff. So this is a separate system, just sketchy. That's the general vibe you got. This is a really sketchy part of town. You went into a local tavern. Actually, excuse me. The first thing you did was you walked around and you looked for buildings that could potentially be the tower that you sent the messenger birds to. And you narrowed it down to 2 buildings. One was like a guard tower, a lookout tower of some kind, and another one was a clock tower. And from there, you went to you found a tavern, and in this tavern, you kind of got the scuttlebutt about this clock tower that it is called the Shadow Clock, and you got some more information just about rumors and stuff going on with it. Also, pretty adeptly a lot of it through the guise of placing or getting in on the bets being placed about the Shadow Clock, and specifically how many buildings it will destroy with it when it falls over, when it inevitably falls over. And that was Foxfire, who had a real run of betting and gambling on this session. We'll see if the Shadow Clock bet works out, but
I think I skimmed over the well done and congratulations on that, Alex. That was very handily done.
We'll see.
it was really well handled.
It only counts if it destroys 5 buildings.
Right. Still a great way. It's interesting too, thinking of Foxfire as like, this is a guy who willfully does not perceive things going on around him. Like, willfully ignores trying to be perceptive. And yet, like, when it comes down to it, it's like, no, it suddenly becomes this greasy palmed, like, I could get things done, get the wheels moving however I need to. Yeah, I just think that speaks of an interesting aspect of Foxfire. Meanwhile, the whole time of that first day, Iffy returned to his place of work, specifically the what is it called? Oh man, why don't I write the names of these buildings down?
That one I do have.
You
It
do have.
is the Founders Archive and Museum of Ages.
Yes. So specifically, the Founders Archive is where you work under Madame Erba. And you visited her. She was a little chippy with you about missing a few days. I missing a couple days of work, as you had, but Ippy was really quick to try to catch up on that work, as well as to just kind of ask her to lend her eyes to this work that Ippy now had to do with this journal that you guys had found in a chest in the office in the top of the burned out 7 sawmill. And it was a very complex cipher that Ippy knew would take a matter of days really to work out, just concentrating on that singular task. But Ippy, being a bookkeeper and a booksmith, like set to it, and that first day realized, like, I think I'm about halfway done with this thing. I've like really sort of cracked it open. Also using not just your bookkeeping profession or your book work. What is the verbiage of your like profession skill or craft skill?
So I use a mixture of my craft skill, craft books, and also a spell that enhances any craft checks.
Right. As well as very deftly prepared and used the spell comprehend languages, which was a big boon when you're able to. You specifically said when Madame Erba was in there, kind of to help you keep up with her as she's sort of helping you for a few minutes. Anyway, thus ends day 1. Everybody met back at the library and walked back to Foxglove Manor. And Granny cast that spell that she has that lets everyone get basically 8 hours of sleep with just 2 hours of sleep again. Which gave Ippy the opportunity to get back to the Founders Archive bright and early, and in an effort to kind of get on Erba's good side and let her know that he was serious about his work and he's committed to his tasks. Which was well received as far as Madame Erba is expressive, or vulnerable. But while that was happening, Foxfire and Granny decided to find a local sword fighting establishment and watch a fight. There was a fight between 2 individuals, and going up to the betting table, Foxfire found out that the odds were 5-1 against one of the characters. Put 30 gold down on the person with lower odds. And we watched the fight, and I rolled a percentile die. And I said if it's 5-1, that means 80% chance that one person wins. So if it's 81 or higher on this D100, then Alex's person wins. And I rolled it on roll 20. And we didn't say in the recording, but to my memory, I'm pretty sure I rolled an 81.
It might have been
pretty sure
82, but it was. I remember it was something like that.
Yeah, it was something like, oh my gosh. And so this character won a fight. It was an awesome fight to watch. And probably Foxfire more than anybody understood what a cool fight it was. Especially seeing that one individual's stature was much smaller, perhaps than the other, such that you might say it's an unfair fight. But Foxfire would know better. And I did know better as you walked home with heavy pockets and an extra 150 gold. Or I suppose an extra 120 to be fair. But that was what Foxfire and Granny did. Lupin this day, kind of upon finding that the new friend Ippy works in a library all day, was like, I will go with you to the library. And kind of barked up some familiar trees. Some questions that still kind of are like in the back of Lupin's mind, if not everyone's mind. Trying to find out if there's anything more to be learned about the Foxgloves, trying to find out anything more about the Thessalonian Empire, or maybe that 7-pointed star, if I'm remembering these questions correctly. But regardless of what the questions were, Lee rolled a 1. So Lupin had a pretty frustrating day in the library. While Lupin had a frustrating day, Iffy finished up all of his work, sort of dissecting this journal, and everybody came back to Foxglove Manor and met, where you all now sit at the table, sort of just poring over what are laid out on the table, Iffy's notes. And I'd love to, not necessarily rewind enough where we have to say everything you learn in the journal. Well, no, exactly that in terms of like, let's go over, I'm curious to hear you guys, anybody's notes on what the journal sort of uncovered. And we can start there.
I can start, and I have it right here, and you can, anybody, catch me up from the back end. So Ironbriar's journal, written in Draconic, Elven, and Infernal languages, described himself as leader of a cult of Norgerberger. He's been the leader since Voral Foxglove, the grandfather of Aldrin, disappeared. Helped establish the Brothers Seven as a cover for the cult, used to hide and fence extra money made by the cult. And then going to sell Voral's phage, which is maybe the sickness that the rats had at the Misgivings, on the black market. Recently in the journal, Ironbriar found focus and encouragement in. I did this by pronunciation. I spelled it out, and I'm not sure this is right. Xanasia?
Zanisha.
Zanisha, yeah.
Zanisa. Okay. And
Shut.
clarity on who. Oh, and encouragement in Zanisa, and clarity on who Norgerberger wanted him to kill, sort of made her a leader of sorts because he was kind of like under her influence. The relationships seemed to be secret from the cult. And he learned the Sahedron ritual from Zenithia. And then Norgerberger is the god of murder, secrets, greed, and poison. Some sects described as skin saw cults, and as autocorrect has put it, ski saw cult leaders receive visions on who to murder in order to shape society.
Nailed it. Seesaw cult. Huge fan.
If anybody else has any more details to add, I was trying to take. I'm just learning to take notes, so we'll see what happens.
No,
That sounds great.
Actually, there's a thing that says, I did some research on the Infernal language too at the library. I can tell you that really fast. It was just language developed by devils. It's harsh and strange. Clerics sometimes learn it. Thayan and Mulhorandi come from Infernal, and different dialects Infernal broken down into almost a caste system. That was just what I learned about the part of the languages that I definitely didn't know anything about.
Great. So, I think the only thing I have to add is there was at the end descriptions of mentions of a target, simply like that has been referred to as the prime sacrifice.
the what sacrifice?
Prime, as in Amazon.
I don't remember learning that.
Amazon. I don't remember that either.
Did it say who that was?
No.
It's you, Lee.
It could be.
Get over yourself. I love the idea of pinning it as an arrogance that, like, you, one of the main characters in this adventure path, should be a target. Oh, jeez. It's all about you, isn't it? You did hear reference to him, to Ironbriar having meetings with Zanisha at, quote, the Shadow Clock.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was a big get.
And that she was the one that kind of now dictated who to kill for the Sahedron ritual.
Right. And she taught him the ritual, it seems.
I thought he had listened to the deity or whatever for who to kill, but then things changed and she kind of told him.
Yes, that is correct. But
Okay.
she also, with that, she also
Awesome.
taught him that ritual to do.
Okay. I did not pick up on that.
So whatever that is, it's from her, or it came from her, or whatever. So here we are, folks. That fun first 20, 30 minutes of the session where we talk about everything that's happened and what you want to do with it. And next. I think I remember impressing upon you that there was like enough information that like this is a justice, like one of the highest officials in Magnamar, and that sort of this information would like this is a huge leak. This will be a huge leak of information in the city. However, you should choose to use it if you should. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you would essentially could probably clear the trial.
Right.
I don't pretend to understand how that would be true, but
I think it would be. I think it's because it would be easy to argue that they were coming after you guys for coming into town, visiting the Foxgloves. Like these people who obviously had, like whatever. So you just came into town and you got too close to something. You know, there's enough damning about this cult. That would essentially clear your name in a war of somebody's word against somebody else's. That, yeah.
gotcha.
And how far are we away from his trial?
I have a counter. I think it's 11 days. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess the question is, do we feel like it's necessary to go to the shadow clock at this time? Or do we just wait for the trial?
The only, as far as I understand, a big part of the trial is they have like how much money from you, Lee?
All of my money except for one gold.
Like $3,000, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a pretty big loss as far as the trial goes. That
It was
doesn't.
just next like magical item on my weapon.
Yeah. Plus, I paid $300 to get your sword back to you.
There really is like 3,300.
Well, hey, I reimbursed you your 300 for the painting. I have the drawing now.
That's true. Foxfire became an art collector.
I'm a collector of
That's right.
fine art.
Picture of a
Or-
sword.
I think because I did not write this down, if I remember right, I did not accept your payment. I did give you the piece of art.
Oh, okay. As long as
think
I have the
remember
art.
that. I was gonna wait and let Austin say that because I'm sure he would remember that if that were the case.
Here's an inventory of my collections of art. I have Forgot to Ask, a portrait of Lupine by Aldrin Foxglove. I have Draw Your Sword, Please, a badly drawn picture of a sword by Arvin of the Pediments.
Dude, wait till you can buy a house. Wow.
Dude, I'm gonna have a whole room dedicated to my fine art.
You could settle down somewhere and become like a art curator and open up an art shop and hang up like your 10 bad paintings.
Hey, then which one was it? Which podcast was it? The guy always said like when after they killed a guy, he would take his paper and lay it over their penis and do like the crayon tracing with it.
What?
I can't remember. It was one of the D&D podcasts me and Aiden listened to, but he
I'm
would
sure
say
there was
like
Nerve
he would lay his paper over the top of it and do like you do the like charcoal tracing at the museum or whatever.
Ridiculous.
Like that's his collection of killed.
Instead of
Gross.
Casey collected charcoal rubbings of his dead characters' penises.
Yeah.
Whoa, you don't rub the penis. Hold on. It's dead. That's a whole nother thing, Lee. You can't do that with dead people.
That's what it's called. Charcoal rub.
This might be a hot take, but I feel like it's actually more okay when they're dead.
I don't know. I feel like we're getting into weird territory here.
Yeah, I don't want to die on that hill. I don't even want to fight on that hill.
Come here. I'm gonna mute myself for a little bit.
Lola time.
Hi, baby.
I guarantee you, Lee's bringing Lola back. All right.
Hey, Lola. Nice. Plug it into the wall. See what it does.
Plug it into your nose. There's 2 sockets.
Arlo would say that's a good thing for getting burgers out of your nose.
Burgers. It's so funny to see babies look at screens because the child that I work with at my job does not care about screens, and we have to do online school with him and stuff, and it's so much work to get him to look at the iPad screen and care or like just look at it. But forget. I guess because of that, I forget that babies are just like, what is this? Oh boy. Uh-oh, we're going on a trip.
Lee's camera fell down.
Okay, so what I'm waiting on is anything.
Yeah, so obviously we're going to go to the trials, but do we do anything in the meantime?
That's up to you guys. That's kind of where like I'm so down to go to the clock tower. There's a spell that I found that I have that gives dark vision to a character, to like an ally, and +2 to stealth, which could be really nice for us like trying to move in there at nighttime. I like so there's good ways I think that we could go for that. Yeah, I like, but if you want to go in the daytime, that works too. Or if you don't want to go at all, that also works. I don't know. Like,
I want to go to the clock tower if for no other reason than to knock it and 5 adjacent buildings down in the same night. But I also want to see if anybody shows up there.
so I have one question before we fully commit to the clock tower. The other building seems less sketchy. Do you guys have any desire to like clear that building before we go to the clock tower? Oh, Lee has a desire. He's desiring something.
Tower?
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's no goal at that building, but we can definitely clear.
What's the other building?
There's another tower.
Yeah, I think it's unnamed. I think.
Yeah, remember we found 2 buildings that could possibly be the place
Guard
the
tower.
bird went, and it's
It's a
just a
guard
random
tower.
guard tower. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I like to me, just because it's there, because I don't see a good way that we could have like done this and not had that be an option for a tower where that crow could have gone or whatever, like a tower
That's
that we
fair,
were
yeah.
looking at. It's like, okay, so it seems a little weird that there's 2 of them, and that seems less likely to be a problem. So maybe we could just go in there, double check everything's on the up and up, and then we go to the clock tower. Rather than, my fear is we get in the clock tower and somehow something we do in the clock tower trips a signal or something to the people that are waiting like beneath the guard tower, and then we get screwed in the clock tower because like that's the place that looks more sketchy, so that's the place they're expecting you to go.
I also have a question for Hayden that Foxfire might want to know. How close is the guard tower to the clock tower?
Is it one of the 5 buildings going down?
Yeah, at least a couple blocks apart.
Oh, okay.
It's a no-go, I'll say. Fair question, I guess.
I'm all for clearing out the guard tower, if for no other reason, just to see what kind of relics might be there.
I'm down.
Cool. Well then, do you want to go nighttime or you want to go daytime?
I feel like we're more likely to stumble into something in the nighttime. So I'd rather go at nighttime.
Okay. I guess again on the same tip, is it just as well to go during the daytime and clear it, and then like if nothing happens, we go back at night? I'm saying that because like that spell that I have. I didn't even really think about that until I was looking at that spell, but like none of us really have dark vision or anything like that. So if we get caught down in this tower and there's no light or something for some reason, because there's obviously some weird stuff going on. If for some reason we get caught at night, during the day just gives us maybe an option that there might be some light. It doesn't mean that there's going to be. But.
I'm not going to try to change the plan, but just let you know if he does have dark vision.
Okay.
I
Well,
have
and we can use
low
torches
light
too.
vision.
Torches.
Aren't you a dwarf? You probably have dark vision, yeah?
I think I do actually.
Yeah.
That is true. That I didn't even think about that.
So I've got low light, and Lee's probably the only one that is in the dark, as they say.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Like,
cool.
Moonlight should be good for me with low light.
Yeah, but even if we do a torch, you get
It'll go to 60 or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, you get tons of vision as long as you have the torch or whatever. Yeah.
I also have a light spell. I have dancing lights, so we won't be in the dark. We
go.
just won't be. We just won't be stealth.
Okay, cool.
It might not be a bad idea to go check it out first in the daytime. Because really, Lee and I are the only ones who have even seen the building yet, right? So maybe we should at least show you guys where
You're
it's
right.
at and what it is, and we can do some scouting around it during the day.
I actually don't know that doors do have dark vision. I can't find it on here.
I thought they did.
I did
Might
too.
not.
I kind of thought that.
Because they're like from under the earth. Like that's their whole thing.
I guess it depends on what kind of dwarf you have. If you have like a hill dwarf or something, I guess you wouldn't.
Well, maybe. Yeah, they have dark vision.
Where do you see that, Alex?
I just
Oh,
searched
dang it.
dwarf.
Yes, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Dwarves can see perfectly in the dark up to 60 feet. I see
Oh,
it.
okay.
Dang
Okay.
it.
Gotcha.
Okay, we're good.
It's one of the best reasons to be a dwarf, right?
This is a big one.
It's dark.
It helps for sure. That's nice. So, okay. So, I mean, I figure too, if we go during the day, though, we can like go into the pretense of like, trying to check something out. You know what I mean? You go at night, everybody knows you're sneaking in. If you go during the day, you can go into the pretense of something else. I don't really care though. I really don't care. I was just thinking of our options.
I think if it's daytime, we should go check it out in the day first. There's no harm in that.
What time? What is it right now?
It's night.
Oh, we
it's
came
already
back
night.
to the house.
We're
that's
kind of at the
that's
end of
right. Yeah.
we're kind of at the end of the day.
Oh, so we could either go right now, or we could wait till tomorrow and go during the day. I see.
Iffy, what is your requirement as far as like being back at the bookshop and stuff like that?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
What's your requirement as far as like being back at the bookshop and stuff?
As of right now, I think I've finished up all my collateral duties, so I'm just going back to the the archive every now and then just to show my face.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
So Hayden, got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Is it now or is it like after something
It's now.
happens that I'm leveling up?
Now. You're leveled up now. I meant to say
Okay.
that at the end. After this journal thing, if he had gained enough experience that he is caught up with the rest of the party now.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so I want to give everyone kind of a heads up. My character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I rolled really badly for my HP. I only gained 1 HP. So
Wait,
no.
roll with Hayden?
Let me
Did he
help you
roll
out.
with Hayden?
Our house rule here is I'll roll once for your HD at level up as well, and we'll take the higher number.
okay,
So
I'll take whatever you roll because it's higher.
Is it a D6?
I've never rolled higher than a 5, so I believe it's a D6.
I think it is for a sorcerer.
Yeah.
If it's higher than 1, we're good. I can roll a D3 and still help you.
You're right.
You're in luck, my friend. That's a 6.
Oh, all right.
Dude,
Okay,
nice.
so I'll change that a bit later. So that'll take me to 23 HP.
Great.
And for my skills, I leveled up my craft and books, leveled up my spellcraft, and my use magic devices.
Oh, nice.
And I don't get a whole lot at 6. I'll get more at 7. But the spells I added, I have a cantrip of Touch of Fatigue. It is a touch spell, but it allows me to fatigue a creature for 6 rounds, actually. I traded my what is it? I traded my Vanish spell because I didn't feel like it was incredibly useful, and I switched it for Disguise Self.
Oh, nice.
Oh, interesting.
At second level, I have Badger's Ferocity. So for our 2 party members who have blades, that will allow you to double your. It gives you Keen Edge, which doubles your threat range.
Oh yeah.
Does it stack with already keen?
So, does that not stack?
I don't
think
know.
it should. I think it should because yours is on the weapon and his would be a spell cast on
It's
you.
be magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. It's a magical enhancement. Yeah.
Yeah. And this level
What is-
was the first one I got a 3rd
Wait,
level spell. I'm sorry,
One
go ahead.
sec before you get to the 3rd level. When you double their crit range, is that like if it's 19 to 20 now it's 18 to 20?
No, I think it's 17 actually.
17. Yeah, it goes 17. It goes
Yeah,
from 2 to
17.
4.
Yeah.
It goes what?
It goes from 2 to 4. So like if it's 19 to 20, it turns to 17 to 20.
Exactly.
So what would mine turn into if mine is?
If it's an 18, it'll go to 15.
What if it's a 17 to 20?
Wow. So I think
4
that's a 14.
should double to 8, right?
Dude,
It should
that,
be 13 to 20.
what the shit?
Okay, what's the spell called?
Oh my
It's called Badger's Ferocity.
dude.
How long
Leaking crit 14 to 20. That's dumb.
I'm
dude.
looking that up because I don't need that.
Oh man.
It is a concentration spell. That's
It
notable.
is. Yeah, so if I get hit, I have to try to maintain.
How long is it good for?
It's just a duration, Xavier.
Duration just says concentration.
As long as he concentrates on it.
That's what it
Multiple-
seems
Oh
like.
no. It's 10 minutes per level. No.
Oh, well,
No,
that's
that's
6.
keen edge. Yours is concentration. So as long as you concentrate on it.
Oh, but he can't cast another spell while he's concentrating on that either, can he?
He can't cast another concentration spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
But it is because it's a higher level of Keen Edge. I looked at Keen Edge, and Keen Edge at the end here says multiple effects that increase a weapon's threat range, such as the Keen special weapon property or improved critical feat, don't stack.
Oh.
Okay.
So I
that
can
would-
only use it on
Correct.
Firefox.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Hey, still mine's 18, so it would go to 15.
That
that's
kind of
super
sucks because with that spell, I can cast it on 2 weapons.
Oh, you could cast it on both our weapons?
Dude, cast it
Yeah.
on my gun.
I can't. Oh yeah. I was about to say it only works for what is it?
Projectiles.
Well, I mean it works on piercing weapons, so I guess it would work on a gun.
Yeah, Keen Edge says
piercing
1
and
weapon
bludgeoning.
or 50 projectiles. So you'd basically be casting it on bullets.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah, bullets are piercing and bludgeoning. So yeah.
Okay. Well, the last spell I took is a third level spell, and it's Beast Shape. Um,
Ooh.
Oh.
yeah. Only downside to that is I can only use it on myself.
What is that?
That's
I'm able to change into any small or medium creature. I'm sorry, any small and medium animal.
Hmm.
And since my little scorpion can use spell I can use, it can also use that spell.
Oh, cool. So it could turn in. That's pretty neat. I never thought of
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah,
it can turn into an animal.
yeah, so it's a good way to give him some more HP.
Yeah, he's
And
familiar.
Xavier, is that just that takes your spell slot for him to use it though, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still though,
It-
that's very cool.
Yeah.
it does give you like all of the build. Like if you, it's so great for out of combat too, because if you beast shaped into something that has like a climb speed or a fly speed or a swim speed, you
Mhm.
just get that. So if you need somebody to swim across something, you can literally turn into a fish and swim across it.
yeah,
Or
exactly.
if you guys come to a wall you have to climb, it's like a lot. I mean, honestly, a lot of times in tabletops, it's like the caster. It's like this frail person. It's like, I guess we'll tie a rope around him and pull him up. Like, or make them roll this climb check. This poor fragile person.
I'm definitely thinking about when someone takes me down to 1 HP, a way to survive.
Oh man,
Turn into an ant scurry away.
yeah.
that really is a cool spell.
Yeah. So I just wanted to give you guys some insight into my spells, so maybe that'll help us with what we should plan.
I think that's great. I'm glad to have a tour of, especially a spellcaster, because yeah, that's all stuff that could just flip moments on their head when you can think
Yeah.
creatively with those.
Xavier too, just as far as that keen spell, keep it if you want, and I'll be glad for you to put it on the gun, but just thus far, because of how not often I've been able to even use the gun practically, feel free to, before you like officially level up and take that spell, to take a different one since it won't work on Lee as well.
Yeah. I mean, I won't be able to remove it for another 2 levels anyway, but not to metagame too much. The way the way Alex rolls, I might keep it.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
No, I mean, you roll really good.
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah,
All
I
right.
get it.
Sounded like, oh, this guy fucking sucks. We gotta
Nah,
increase
dude.
his critical range.
No, if
Just
you
make that crit rate more
if
for
you
sure.
if you roll under a 10, that ain't gonna help you at all anyway.
That's true.
Okay, so you guys are discussing. Basically, you're down to what, tonight or tomorrow to go check stuff out. You're going to go tomorrow and kind of keep an eye on places, right?
I think so. If that's cool with everyone else.
Yeah.
The remnant of.
Yeah, tomorrow during the day we're going to check it out. Hey, so what's our excuse?
Oh, if somebody's like, why are you poking around this
Yeah,
locked
like
tower?
we're gonna go like basically knock on the door. So what are we saying? I don't think it's gonna
Well,
take a lot.
So
Yeah.
if he speaks up, and he says, who here is the best at persuasion?
Not me.
Well, I think we know that now.
I've had a few get some things done for me that I don't think they planned on getting done, if you know what I mean.
I mean,
And
do you
why
think you could talk the way out of it?
why are you guys going to the tower? I'm just going to check and see, do some investigative research about how many buildings might fall when the tower falls.
That is
Day trader now.
That there is a reason. That's all we need. I like that. That's fine, dude. That's fine.
I think my cat is snoring.
Would just literally be like, and as far as I'm concerned, like you put the bet down so you can talk, Alex, or like I'll jump in if we need if it helps to be diplomatic or whatever. But like, yeah, just being like, yeah, there's betting going on over here, and I'm checking out this building, and we were like, yeah, we want to get in on the bet too. Like that's a perfectly good reason to me.
I'm down. That's what I'll say. If anybody says,
And we can basically just our understanding is nobody's really there or taking care of it or living in it or anything like that. So we didn't think it would be a problem.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Cool. All right, I'm good then. Yeah.
Give me 1 second. All the G's.
Either way.
Okay, yeah. So everybody kind of has a plan. So the idea is just to bed down tonight and be ready tomorrow, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And I can cast that knapsack again, and we can be up like bright and early if you guys want to.
Is there any
Sounds
reason?
good.
Like, well, either way, right?
Any reason to what, Lee? I'm sorry.
I said, is there any reason to burn your spell? But then you it just goes away anyways, right?
Yeah, restore them in the morning. So
Okay. So is everybody going to bed right away?
Um.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go. Yeah, we can go and what you call it? Watches. We can do watches, and if we all basically only need 2 hours apiece too, it's pretty simple. We honestly like one of us can go to bed at a time. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yep.
Keep the thing.
Is it on this one?
What are you looking for?
iPad. Where is it?
Your iPad. I don't know what it is. Right there on the bench.
So
Who are you talking to?
What's up? Hey, where you going?
Hey, that's what he said.
Oh.
Anyway.
Hi.
He's picking his burgers.
Oh, okay.
picking his burgers.
What about cheeseburgers?
Are we several miles away from the guard tower?
No, I think we're like half a mile at max.
Is that true?
Let's pull up the Magnamar thing. There are how many feet in a mile?
5,280. 5,280. 5,280.
5,000? Okay, yeah. So we're not even half a mile.
Yeah.
I thought it was 1,500. Yeah, we're like a quarter of a mile.
Said feet in a mile, right?
50.
Okay.
Yeah, you're probably, you're like a couple thousand, like 2,000 to 3,000 feet, I guess.
Okay. If that's the case, I'll go to the closest window. I'll crack it just a little bit, just small enough for my scorpion to go out of it. And as soon as he is on the other side, I'll use B shape and turn him into a what is this? I think it says horned owl.
Oh,
1 second.
I like this.
It is a great horned owl. And as long as he's
Little
with
bird.
as long as he's within a mile, I can speak to him. He can speak to me, and I believe I can see through his eyes too. Let me double check that. Deliver it. Prove share spells. Okay. I'm not sure that I can see through him, but we can speak to each other within that mile. And I'll just have him kind of hover over the guard tower. As long as he can, then he goes to sleep, and then when he wakes up, he'll do the same thing.
You're a sorcerer, right? No, yes. Sorcerer.
I am. Yeah.
I'm trying to look up what exactly it is you can do between your.
Okay.
your
If you're on the website, look under familiars. And when you're on that page, there's going to be a table under familiar ability descriptions.
Oh, that's what I want. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, so you can speak with Master, straight up. If the Master is 5th level high familiar and the Master can communicate verbally as if they were using common language, other creatures do not understand the communication without magical help. So you guys can speak to each other. You can speak to each other as if you're in common, but when you're apart, I think you just have your empathetic link.
Oh,
so
right.
You can sort of communicate in like feelings and impressions.
Okay.
But he also could go look Xavier and then come back.
You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll tell him to come back when the sun rises. That's the command I'll give him.
Okay. Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool. All right, so who's taking first watch?
I'll do first watch. It's only 2 hours, right?
Basically, yeah.
I'll do the whole watch and then I'll sleep for 2 hours.
I was about to say, I think everybody could sleep while you're watching, and then you can sleep for 2 hours, and then we're done, basically.
Yeah.
Actually, if we sleep for 3 hours, we can have 2 people on each watch.
I was going to say, no, you can do it in 2 hours. I'll stay up with Foxfire, and then the 2 of you can stay up and let us sleep 2 hours, and then we're good.
Cool. Okay, yeah. So Granny and Foxfire stay up.
Just a heads up in planning for tomorrow, I'm not planning that spell again. I'm not planning to plan that spell again unless somebody has a reason right now for me to do that.
Yeah, we won't know if we have a reason till tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I got it. I get it.
Well, Foxfire and Mantle, why don't you make me some perception checks for your old little watch?
Oh yeah, that's what.
Oh man, I don't have my good perception again yet.
That's what people who do watch do, right? They do perception.
That is true, isn't it? I mean, Foxfire, you feel free to make your choice.
I got 19, son.
Oh hell yeah!
This must be a mistake.
Very perceptive tonight.
Oh, bro, you're doing so good, Alex. I got 27, but I'm still really proud of you.
So Granny hears it first.
While asleep.
Just a few seconds before. But you both hear sort of a soft knock on the front door.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. I think as soon as we hear it, Granny would say, like, "Shall we wake the others?"
Yeah.
All right. So get them up. Get them downstairs quick. And, like, Granny's, like, making her way to the door. She wants to get there before they leave.
Okay. I run off to wake the others up.
Okay. So, Granny, you're going to the door?
Yeah. As I'm walking up, I want to cast Detect Undead.
Okay. Perfect. And that allows you to detect undead, I assume?
Yes, it does.
All right. You don't detect any undead nearby.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. there's another. Now that we're back at this day, I need to look at this spell really fast. See if I want to do this real quick. How tall is this building, Hayden?
3 stories?
You guys ask me these craziest questions.
3 stories is like 30 feet, right?
I guess.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So right when I get to the steps, to the bottom of the steps, I'm going to cast this spell prayer that will give everybody a +1 bonus on attack rolls, damage rolls, saves, skill checks, and then if we have an enemy here, they will take -1 on any of those rolls for the next 6 rounds.
Okay.
So +1 on what for us?
Damage, attack, saves, and skill checks.
And -1 to the enemy?
If it's an enemy.
Okay.
All right.
And then shit, why not? I'll cast a Summon Monster 3 right before I open the door.
What?
So Monster 3, what?
Right before I open the door.
So what do you summon?
Yeah, what are you summoning? We all want to know.
Hold on, I gotta get my list. I can't get my
And
list.
where are you summoning it?
Did you detect?
Do what?
Did you like actually sense evil or undead?
No, but
You just want to make it.
Would somebody come to this house?
It's the end of the day, and she's got spells left. Let her use them.
Why the fuck
man.
would somebody come to my house?
It's
Okay,
2020. You
it's
can't
back.
knock on the door if you don't intend harm on me.
In front of the house, you should just have this big minotaur who's crossing his arms.
Damn. Okay, sorry. I was using the. I get so consistently confused on the scroll of Mac. Let's see. I'm just gonna summon them like up to the side and like not have them do anything, unless I tell them to attack or whatever.
It's always a good plan.
But I think I'm gonna do. I think I want to do a monitor lizard.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. You got a monitor lizard like behind the door, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
What was that?
And then what? And then what do you do when someone knocks on the door?
And then I open the door. Now I think I'm ready. And also by this time, I'm hoping Foxfire has got everyone awake and on the way down the stairs.
Might as well just point your gun in their face. What the fuck are you doing here?
So, just to be clear, too, there's only 5 rounds left of that prayer spell by the time I've cast Summon Monster. That is one thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. So maybe you crack the door, and standing there in the dark. It's late. It's not like the middle of the night, but it's late. But standing there at the door is Madame Erba, the person from the archives that he worked for. And she's like, hello, I thought that I might find you here. Is Ippy with you?
Yeah, Granny would immediately be like, I feel a little bit awkward because she knows she's going to have to explain the monitor lizard behind the door. But
I love being the Dungeon Master.
Hey, good evening to you, Madame Erba. Iffy should be just on his way down now. Give me just a moment. Actually, give me just a moment. I'll have him. And like she kind of just like leaves the door cracked, but doesn't invite her in because I'm pretty sure this living room and stuff is still torn to shit.
Yeah. No one has ever bothered to pick up this house in all the time you've been here. So she'll stand at the door.
Actually, I lied. I'll invite her into it right there because the stairwell comes right there. We're good.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh yes, come in. Just wait right here. He'll be right with you. And then Mantle will start heading up the stairs to head them off and be like, just chill. It's just Matt Irma. She just wants to see Hippie. Put your weapons away.
You see Madame Irva step in, and she like steps in by the door, and she's literally like, Jesus Christ!
oh yeah. Oh, sorry about that. It'll be gone in a minute.
You can tell she looks tense. She's like, oh, all right.
And at about the time, like, what is it, like 18 seconds pass or something like that, it's gone.
And it just dissipates.
I think you can dismiss those early too if you wanted to.
I think you can dismiss them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I would just dismiss it before I open the door then. Cool.
Yeah, fair enough.
Before I invited her in, I should say. Not before I opened the door.
Yeah.
No, in my headcanon, it's still there when she comes in.
Yeah, I mean, I knew you
like
could dismiss it, but for flavor reasons, I wasn't going to tell you that.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. And all right, she'll be gone in a minute. Sorry about that.
I just kind of picture like the little mom when it walks in, just like, hey.
The way I was imagining it was it hiding behind the door and kind of like peering over the top to see who it was.
Gross. Okay. So I assume everybody kind of comes downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm woken up, then yeah, I'm heading down the stairs.
Yeah.
And I think really and truly, Granny's plan is to like stop Foxfire and Lupin. Like, just be like, don't go down there. Like, let's don't freak out and freak her out. We just need her to talk to Iffy and leave because this house is crazy as shit.
Okay, so I try to look as presentable as I can since I just woke up, and I meet her downstairs. Madam Urba, I wouldn't have expected you here or even this late at night.
Well, yes, Iffy. Similar things could be said about your being here, but I'm pleased I managed to find you. I was just forgive me.
Actually, I don't want to bust in, but I also don't want you to get to this before I get to say this. So Mantle would come back downstairs and be like, "Oh, pardon me, just I got something to do in here," and she's gonna go like in the dining room thing and try to start cleaning stuff up in there. So in case Madame Irva's like, "Can we sit down?" There is a place for them to go.
Well, and the dining room is, I think, specifically poured out with all of Iffy's notes and stuff.
Right.
Like from that discussion.
That's true.
She's trying to make it so there would be a place that they could. If she's like, "Can we sit down?" As if he's walking through, he's like, "Oh, thank goodness. Okay, yeah, we can sit here." You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So yeah, he passed by, and she's like, yes. If he forgive me for the impropriety, perhaps, of this visit, I was just hoping I could speak to you one-on-one for a moment, if it were possible. This evening, now.
Sure. 1 second. Let me see what I have here. So I will cast the cantrip message, and I'll say, I'm all ears. Speak freely, and my lips don't move, but she hears everything I say in her head.
So what is the purpose of that? That you're trying to get her to?
So she can speak to me without anyone else hearing. It's like mental messages.
Oh yeah.
If that's what she had in mind, unless she really wanted us to be in a secluded spot.
Ah, yes. Yeah. So you see her kind of like, and then she's like kind of hears in your head like, I assume you can hear me.
Yes.
Iffy, I wanted to make you aware of some things that I found out. I may have asked around about about these new. You see that she's looking around, kind of nervously. She's not shuffling. She's staying very like proper, and her posture stays perfect, like per usual. But you can tell that she's like kind of like even maybe not even so comfortable with the magical element of it. Just like, are we sure this works? But
Yes.
but like these new friends of yours, they may be more dangerous than you realize. I believe I made mention of the weapons they carry around, but Ify, I wanted to ask you, are you aware that one of these individuals has been, um, well, it's supposedly a murderer. The court has not yet played it out, but I don't know if I venture to guess that you don't understand the depth of the troubles that you've stepped into, young man.
When you say murdered, who's the victim?
Well, my understanding from the records, the way that the file was written that I read just this day, is that someone was murdered in cold blood in the street, not far from here. An individual named Lupine, who I believe is one of these rough and tumble new friends of yours.
There is someone named Lupine here, but he the one who was asking if you would speak on the behalf of, because none of them, as well as me, believe that these charges are factual. Is there any new information that would prove otherwise?
All information of this to me is new as of today. What do you mean when you don't believe that these charges are factual, Ify?
Well, rather than tell you, let me show you. So I'll bring her over to the area that Mantle's cleaning up, and I'll kind of just pour over some of the notes that would suggest Ironbriar has a hand in this.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh yes, I'm actually glad you brought me in here." Now she's just speaking out loud. I was hoping to get a chance to look over your finished notes. I know that you'd finished, and I'm sure that you did wonderful, of course. But I will admit my curiosity has been piqued by this.
Of course.
Do you mind if I have a look through these?
Yes, and I pull out 2 seats. My seat isn't right next to her because I want to give her the space that she needs to kind of pour over everything. But I want to be somewhere nearby just in case she has questions.
Sure. And like she's looking over it and she's speaking to herself and she's reading your notes and like kind of like checking it with the things like periodically. And you can definitely read a look of concern on her face. And she's
Grant
like,
out of the kitchen. She's like, anyone want some tea?
And I know she hasn't looked at you, but I'm looking at you and I'm going.
Right then, yell if you need me.
we're fine, ma'am. And she'll keep looking. She's like, this. And then you see her kind of like, and then she kind of like recalms herself. She puts down a piece of paper. She's like, Ify, this is extremely good work you've done here.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
There is just one error that you've made. One perhaps vital error that anyone who is not from Magnamar might make. But there is mention of a word that you seem to struggle translating and seem to just leave it as it were, which is Grobaras. Grobaras, it seems, the reason I guess I should say it was a struggle to translate is it is not a word that you couldn't translate, it is a name. And most people who live here in Magnamar would recognize this word, Grobaras, mentioned many times alongside this term that you've I think well translated as prime sacrifice. Iffy, Groberus is the name of the Lord Mayor here in Sandpoint.
Oh.
The highest political official. Yes, correct. This is a powerful bit of information.
What the fuck? Oh my gosh.
I'll,
But he-
I'll cut her off before she can say anything else, and I'll say, if the Lord Mayor, the highest point appointed official, has a hand in this, what does this mean for my friend Lupine?
No, Iffy, you go ahead, like. Yeah. No, Iffy, my boy, you misunderstand. I believe the Lord Mayor is or was intended to be himself the prime sacrifice of this cult.
When's the last time you saw the Lord Mayor, ma'am?
Myself?
Yes.
That's maybe perhaps weeks. I don't come across. We don't cross paths all of the time.
But there's
I've heard no word of his being ill or being missing in any way.
this does not bode well.
This bodes extremely ill. Though I will say, from looking at this, if your new friends murdered this individual, Justice Ironbriar, a man I knew, it seemed to be a devastating blow to whatever the plans of this organization were. But I think I suffice to say that perhaps the innocence of your new friends is something I'm giving more credence to in this moment than I had previously.
Well, either of you like some cookies? I've been cooking them up in a click in the kitchen in here. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
She's a strange woman. Is she always baking in the middle of the night?
She does random things at random moments. Get used to it.
Yes. Well, it seems to have served you well, I guess.
I will say that being unpredictable has helped us out quite a bit.
And she just like puts the paper down. She's like, if I may speak to you more clearly than I have previously, and more directly than I have previously, and
Yes, please.
I feel as something of a mother to you, and I cannot help but be concerned for your safety. As a mother, I've lost one child in my lifetime, and that haunts me to the extent that well, I want you to be careful, Iffy. I want you to do whatever you are meant to do, but I want you to be extremely careful in this moment. In fact, perhaps this information here, if you trust me, perhaps I might take something of this information and take it to officials, or perhaps even to the Lord Mayor himself. Being someone who knows him, being someone of well repute here in Magnamar, perhaps it would be beneficial for me to seek his ear.
I'm
and even I would say less direct in your situation. Well, there is certainly a possibility that your movements are being watched.
Is it totally inappropriate to say that Granny would have called the others in here to listen at the door while they're talking?
I don't think she could have done that.
No.
They might do that.
Okay.
Okay.
While after she says that, I'll say I trust you implicitly, and to take this to whoever you might think it help you. The only question I have for you is if these documents are true, do you think it wise to take it to the Lord Mayor? Is that even the Lord Mayor? Because if he's the prime sacrifice, doesn't it mean he's already been sacrificed?
I believe there are references to the machinations for this prime sacrifice, but nothing here to me speaks to the completion of this project.
Okay.
That is to say, I do believe the Lord Mayor to still be alive, and though I will be the first to admit that he's an imperfect man, and perhaps an arrogant man, and perhaps a greedy fool, he is the leader of this city, and I do believe he will hear reason, particularly when it comes to his own well-being and plots to assassinate him. I believe that will put you in favor if I am able to convince him.
Okay. I would I gladly give any assistance possible. However, if he doesn't listen to reason, would it be too much to ask to not connect this with Lupine? Because if he doesn't look favorable upon this, I wouldn't want it to affect the trial.
Yes, I believe that can be done. There's no direct mention of lupine here in the notes, and so perhaps if things are going positively, it's something that will run its natural course. Frankly,
Okay.
if I can convince the Lord Mayor that an attempt on his assassination has been thwarted, he will be very curious who did it, and in a positive sense, in that case, I will be happy to mention your names.
Okay.
But if it doesn't go as well as one might hope, yes, perhaps it would be best to be more vague on where this information was wrought.
Understood. That's the only thing that I ask. And for that, you have my undying loyalty, and I will help in any way I can.
Yes, this is very good, Iffy. I can do this.
Okay. So Iffy will start gathering up whatever notes that she kind of hinted at that she needed, and I'll pile them all together. And I'll as I hand them to her, I'll um I'll look at whoever's kind of like peering around the corner, and I'll just shoot a quick message to Lupine, and it's not an extensive message. It's just a quick message, something along the lines of she's here to help. That's the reason why I'm handing over these papers.
Yeah. And she will say like, if it's not too much, I think the journal itself would go a long way in proving the cipher.
you see a little uneasiness in Iffy's face because he kind of like this has been his life's goal for like the last week, so it's hard for him to kind of hand it over, but he does do so willingly.
Yeah. She's like, I understand. I understand the risk you're taking. If you could trust me, it's all right.
He just nods and hands it over.
And she's like, good boy. And she like takes the notes and she's like, well, tell your friends hello.
Yes, madam.
And then she'll make her way out and she will leave.
I'll walk her to the door and then I close the door behind her.
Yeah. Great.
And I turn to look at, I'm assuming, all the hiding members because I'm sure they're all hidden somewhere, and I'll say she's gone for now, but she's helping our cause. I'll check in with her in a few days to see what comes of.
Are we sure that was her?
I'm pretty sure I would have known if it wasn't. I mean, to be fair, I didn't do a sense motive, but
Y'all link-
I didn't hear that.
didn't y'all do like a mind link?
I messaged her in her mind, and we had a conversation that way.
You could give me a retroactive sense motive, I think.
Okay,
If he,
let me do that.
just like even like you know what I mean. Like if as Lupin mentions that, it's like, well, let me think. You know.
Yeah. All right. Give me a second.
I'm sorry. I was moving a chair. I was moving a chair in here. This seems counterintuitive that I picked this chair and moving in here. My back hurts really bad. And I wanted to do a more comfortable chair.
Oh. Sorry, I thought I had my sheet set up in roll 20. I do not. Let me just see what that roll is. Oh my God, it's horrible. let's see what this turns out being. Oh, I did it wrong. I always do it wrong. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know.
That was probably her. It's probably kind of what you're thinking. Yeah, that was probably her.
Yeah, look at Lupin. Yeah, it was definitely her.
Dude, it was definitely her. No question. Can you guys still hear me okay if I'm sitting right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, if no one stops me, I'm gonna like go right back to bed. 'Cause I'm
I
tired.
think that makes sense.
What time of night was that? She just stopped by.
Maybe 10 or 11, I'd say.
And the end of that was she was going to go talk to the mayor.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Lord Mayor.
Lord Mayor, and like bring this stuff up to him, and apparently not bring your name up unless it became good for you.
Yeah, yeah. Unless he seemed like he was being reasonable about the matter.
Right. Okay.
That sounds good. So, everybody's going to bed back down and get ready for the big day tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I guess rather get ready for 2 hours of sleep.
Right.
Fair enough. So everybody beds down. You get 2 hours of sleep. You
Mhm.
all wake up 2 hours later at the very beginning of, well, I guess 1 a.m. Feeling great.
What am I doing? I guess I prepare my stuff for the day, and then I kind of go outside. Well, I mean, this is a manor, so there isn't like really like a porch or anything, right?
There is. There's a back. There's like a back deck.
Okay.
If you look
Alright.
at the roll 20, it's like what's on the left side of the house.
Right. Okay. So I'll wait out in the back deck a couple hours, waiting for everyone else to wake up and waiting for the sunrise for my owl to return.
Oh, yeah, you're out.
Yeah, actually, I kind of forgot about that. With Urban Mate giving us a visit tonight.
Yeah.
So your owl shows up in the morning, and your owl lets you know that. What did you have it looking at? The shadow clock?
No, the guard tower.
The guard tower. Yeah, your owl basically tells you it saw people, a few people, maybe 5 come and go out of the tower during the night. People showing up, staying for a few minutes, and then leaving.
In the guard tower?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
If I ask for a description, does it give me description of guards or other?
Just
Other
yeah.
individuals.
I would say more random individuals.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll relay that to everyone else. And then I transform my owl back into its original tattoo.
Nice.
How long does that V-shape last, Xavier?
B shape will last. 1 second. Ba, ba, ba. Oh wow. I think he should have returned a lot sooner than I thought.
Oh my God. What's the actual duration?
So it says. Okay, so it says it says 7 minutes, but I'm trying to figure out if it's per caster level or not. But still, it wouldn't be more than an hour. It'd be less than an hour for sure.
Let's find out.
Damn, I had D&D on the mind. I thought it was definitely hours.
You're good. I thought it was hours too. Honestly, I should have double checked. Really should have.
Oh no, that is including my caster level. Yeah, so 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
So
So you're
I'll
out
say
Dang, bummer.
yes. So I'll say I told it to return and was just waiting on the back porch for me when I woke up in the morning.
Got it.
I guess within that 7 minutes he wouldn't have seen even one person, correct?
Probably not. Well, let me hold
Okay.
on. Roll a d20 on roll 20.
You want? Okay.
Yeah, saw a person come and go.
Okay. So since
You
it
saw
was
a person arrive. You saw
Okay.
he saw a person arrive and kind of stop at the door for a second, almost as if they were messing with a lock, and
okay.
then go inside.
Okay. So since it was only one person, and I guess there wasn't much else to focus on, would it be able to give me a detailed look of what that person looked like clothing and everything?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. If you need me to roll like a perception or something, just let me know.
Is an individual with long brown hair, likely a man. Or were just wearing like a shirt and pants. It's not like they were wearing armor. Didn't
Okay.
appear to be carrying a weapon. Just looked like an average person going in.
Oh, you said everything about them just looked like an average person.
Yep. Yeah, they
Okay.
didn't look like I don't know. They didn't look like a ghost or a wizard or a soldier or you know what I mean. Things
Yeah,
like that. They would be like,
no
okay,
kind of
that's a
no
yeah.
kind of affiliation.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay, so I'll relay that to everyone.
Okay.
And I'll say, I guess this is a good time as any to start getting ready, if everyone is ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Guess we're waiting on Lee. I'm sorry.
I'm here. I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. So, what do you guys doing? Tell me what you're doing. Help me understand.
I guess we're getting on the road, getting ready to head to the guard tower, just to kind of case it and see what the interior looks like.
And we're doing the guard tower because we don't want the clock tower.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because we think that the guard tower will be easier to handle than the clock tower, and we can kind of see if there's anything of use or purpose there.
Yeah, the guard tower seems like it should be an easy, like, clear and move on. But if it's not, I think that it's good that we cleared it before we moved on, basically.
Got it. Okay.
Cool.
And I do have my weapon back, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go pee before we actually start this.
Okay. So everybody, I'm just kidding. Let me go get a beer while I have the chance.
Do you guys have any intuitions or ideas that you maybe don't want to share in front of Hayden about going into this place?
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I know of that will hinder us by just
Right.
going right in. So, yeah, I have no thoughts right now.
I have decided that I'm playing a character that's scared of nothing, so that can also be problematic for a party.
You don't say. Wait till that fear effect sets in. You'll find out how to be scared of some things.
I will say, obviously, being made of glass, that on the journey on the route there, I put up mage armor.
Who could blame you? Who could blame you?
Dude, Mage Armor is so cool. I love that spell. That's just such a
Pretty
cool
cool.
spell.
Yeah.
I would say it's one of the most like you have to take this spell.
Yeah.
Spell.
Yeah, you
for
have
casting,
to. Pretty
especially at lower levels. So it's like, yeah, sorry, you can't help it. You need armor. You can only wear magic.
Is it +2 or +4?
It's +4.
Dang it, dude. That is monstrous.
Okay. So you guys are all walking together, and you're just gonna head to the underbridge and like kind of find a place to post up and keep an eye on this guard tower.
No, we're going in there.
Oh, okay. Well, so tell me more of what you do then. Tell me what you do. Give me something to do.
I think we're just walking up and going in the door.
Okay. No one has any nuance they'd like to add? All right, fair enough. So the four
Okay. I'll tap Lupine on the back of his shoulder, and I'll give him anticipate peril. That's for 6 minutes, +5 to initiative check.
Ooh. Wow.
Cool.
I like that. That's really cool.
You saw somebody go into this building though, right? With your owl.
Yeah, it was one person with normal clothing, and it looked like he was fiddling with a lock. So I don't know if that means he had access and he was just a little drunk, or he was trying to break the lock.
Okay.
So you guys walk up, and who's going to the door? Who's trying the door?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I lost you for a second. Everything froze up.
I just said who's trying the door.
I think we just walk up and try the door. Our impression, if I'm not mistaken, our impression is nobody lives here. These are just old abandoned towers. And we are making bets on when they will fall down and how many buildings they will crush. Correct?
Correct.
Well, for the shadow clock, I think the other one is just like an older guard tower. I don't think
Right.
it's like, I don't think anybody's betting that it will fall down.
No, but we're trying to start that bet.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to get
insurance.
on.
We're claim inspectors out looking at buildings.
So you walk up to this door, and you see, like, as soon as you walk up, there is a lock that's been added to the door. You know what I mean? Like, kind of the thing where you put over and then put a padlock on it. There's a new padlock that's been added to this old door, and before you even push, it's got a lock on it.
Right.
Someone has a spell they can cast.
Actually, I don't think I prepared anything. I didn't.
No, you have that thing that like unlocks any key or any bolt.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You got that wand.
yeah, the chime. The only thing about that is when we break this lock, our story is no longer worth a crap.
Take the lock and then like throw it to where there's no evidence and say there wasn't a lock on it. Because if it's a new lock, then who the hell's gonna know that there wasn't one?
Does it look new, Hayden?
It looks new.
Oh,
It looks certainly for the building. It looks like it's been added.
but does it look like new? New?
New.
I guess. Yeah, I guess new. I think we're talking about the same thing.
Like recently added.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh wait, I think he means old, Hayden.
It's newer than old.
Okay, so the building is 200 years old.
It's less than 200 years old.
200 days, correct?
I don't know if it's 200 days old. Neither do you.
Wait, does the lock have a serial number on it?
Did the lock get put on last night?
That's a good question.
Yeah, did it get put on last night?
It doesn't look that new.
Should I try to throw that magic dust that Pug gave me at it?
Yeah.
All right, so I won't do that.
You should do that. I want you to do that really bad. I mean, I'm telling you, I don't know what will happen. Or do I?
Dude, I guess at this point, I'm good with just going in under the we're basically storming the gates at this point. So I'm good with like going in under the auspice of like, look, our friend's accused of a crime and we don't think he's responsible, and we think these buildings, these two towers, could have something to do with the people who are responsible.
Okay.
And then at that point, breaking in is like more reasonable than we're trying to make a bet.
I mean, if that's what you're here for, I'm just trying to make a bet.
Okay, cool. Well, chime of opening it is.
While we're walking in, I don't think. Let me make sure this isn't concentration. Okay. Yeah. What I put on Lupin isn't concentration. So as we're going in, I'm just using detect magic the whole time. I'm just constantly casting it as we walk in.
Okay. You don't pick up any magic.
Okay. But yeah, that's the only thing Iffy's doing.
All right. 1 second. Okay, I understand now. So, what are you doing?
Using the chime of opening to unlock the lock.
What do you have to do to use that? What do you have to do to use that
I'm looking at it right now.
magic device? I imagine Iffy is more suited for it now.
No, it's not like it. I don't think it's the same thing. It's not like your magic device.
It's not a wand of chime. It is just a chime.
Right.
Right. That's right. Mithril tube, about 1 foot long.
Okay, I had to use a caster level. I had to do a caster level check as a disabled device.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense.
Caster level is 10 plus the caster level plus my wisdom. Or is it just 10 plus caster level?
Wait. You're just making a caster level check? Or what are you
It
doing?
says.
Because that would just be, you'd roll a d20 and add your caster level.
That's so low. That's not right, is it?
I don't know. What is the item called? I'll look it up real quick.
Chime of opening.
Caster level check.
I'll be right back.
I think that is it, though.
Yeah, it's just you get to use the chime's caster level instead of your caster level.
Oh.
Using the chime's caster level in place of her own.
And it
The
works like
DC
disabled device.
But the caster level for the chime is actually 11th.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then that's why it's so good. That makes way
So
more.
you get to roll a d20 plus 11 to unlock this lock.
Yeah. Okay. That makes way more sense. Yeah, okay. I see now. It says CL caster level 11th underneath the chime of opening thing.
And
Okay.
this has how many slots left on it, Austin?
Well, 3 after this.
Got it. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Okay. Is everybody good with me using this? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Before I do this, since there's only so many things.
Yeah, we don't have a rogue or anything, so go for
Okay.
it.
Oh, bounced right out. Dang it. Bounced out again. Ooh, golly. That's 16.
A total of 16.
Yeah.
So you take out this like foot-long tube and it doesn't work.
Oh, shit. I mean, I only rolled a 5. I could try it again, but that's just another thing off of this chime.
Did anything that if you rolled earlier or gave us, would that have helped at all?
I don't think there's anything if he could do to help you because all of your bonuses to that roll aren't like even anything based on any of your character sheets so much as the object.
Got it.
So yeah, functionally, maybe all you could do is try it again. Or break the
I
lock.
mean, yeah, I was gonna say we got a big old strong barbarian here.
Yeah, F it. I don't think there's any. I think that we should make an effort to make a show of like trying to go up and hide him breaking the lock. Like we're trying to sneakily break the lock. But like, yeah, I don't. if our story is we think this can lead us to the proving the innocence of our friend, who's like being accused of murder, I don't think it seems totally unreasonable that we break a lock to get in there.
Yeah, I don't either.
So we can try to kind of keep lookout for him and let Lupin try to break the lock.
Okay. So you all kind of turn outward facing. Look cool. And Lupin takes. What, you gonna try to kick it, Lupin? You're gonna try to just bash it with your sword?
With my axe.
And hey, maybe we can try to pick like a good time for him to do it where we don't think anybody's looking.
Something I could take like 20. Is that 20 rounds? 20 minutes? Didn't we come up with that?
Well, no.
Yes,
I
for
think
skills.
the thing about taking 20 here, Lee, is that the idea of taking 20, like if you took 20 just on this lock and we weren't concerned about people seeing us, it's basically saying you take the amount of time it would take you to roll a 20 on this check. But like the equivalent of that of us standing in the open and you hacking at this lock is you just wham, 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 like you're just hacking at it in the open rather than maybe you roll and bust it first try and we're not just standing out in the open while you hack at this door. Does that make sense?
I mean, I could see it that way, but the way I had read it prior to, or like thought of it prior to that, was like you're taking 20, i.e., to like get it right on the first hit. Is the way I envisioned it.
Okay, that makes sense actually. If you just want to study it, make sure you get it right. Hayden, I don't know what you think about that.
How long does taking 20 take in game time?
We determined that it's 20 times 6, right?
Oh, okay.
It depends, but yeah.
Well, I'll save us the trouble of breaking this down here and just say that everybody kind of backs up and gives Lupin space, and Lupin pulls out his axe. And you guys see somebody approach from across the way, a man who is wearing studded leather armor. You can see a sword on his belt. And he's like, oi, 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 what's all this then? What's going on? What's the problem? What's the trouble here? What are y'all doing here?
I think Granny would just kind of step forward like, "Hey lad, you a guard here in Magnemar."
No, I ain't.
Right, then I don't think you have anything to worry about, but I do have a few questions for you.
You got questions for me? I've got questions for you. What are you doing? What are you doing at this door here? What business do you have here then?
Well, rather than me answer your question, I'd like for you to tell me the answer to your question, but pretend I asked it. What are you doing here?
That's none of your business what I'm doing here. He puts his hand on his sword. He's like, if you lot feel like you don't have enough access to this building, it might be just good time to move on. It's not your building then, innit?
Right.
While this is happening, I want my tattoo scorpion to kind of try to walk up the back of his leg.
Roll a stealth check for your tattoo scorpion.
So would it be my stealth or his stealth?
I think it would be his stealth.
Okay, let's see what he has. 1 second. I'll load this.
It's good because I need to find perception.
And that's taking too long. Okay, so his stealth would be.
I tried to tell you
Whoa,
this.
is that for real?
It
Wow.
it should be great. He's tiny.
It's crazy high. All right, let me put in roll 20. Damn, I always do that. 19.
Nice.
Let me ask this very hypothetical question.
Sure.
In the instance where you roll a stealth check and I roll an opposing perception check, what does a match of those numbers mean?
Tie goes to the runner. Tie goes to the attacker.
Yeah, I always thought attacker wins.
Who's the
So-
attacker?
The perceiver.
Probably the
No.
person. I would think it would
Receiver's
be.
the defender.
This situation, I would say the defender, because essentially the scorpion is an attack of sorts. I'm assuming. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's an
But
attack.
I would think of stealth as more of a defensive action.
Okay. I mean, however you want to run it. If you that's good, yeah, I'll take it.
He's making the offensive move.
Stealth is not necessarily an offensive move.
He's crawling up his leg.
Yeah,
Um,
that's not directly aggressive. Hold on.
Would you like to use a tiebreaker? Something like a dex mod or something?
No.
I thought I could get you with that.
Let me look up the rules to this before you trick me into a deal, because I keep making deals and I keep losing at them.
You are bacon. Let me tell you something. Bacon is good for me.
Okay, it does say creatures that fail to beat your stealth check are not aware of you and treat you as if you had total concealment.
Oh,
So
so
that-
tie is not beating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
The
that's
person trying to stealth is going on the offense to stealth. They are trying to stealth. The other person is trying not to let them stealth.
they're the one actively doing something, and
Yeah.
perception is more of the passive of doing something.
I don't know.
Okay,
There are times
so
where
the
you're
scorpion-
actively perceiving, though. Yeah.
And that made, to me, that seems like it would be different. If it was like I want to roll a perception check to see if I see, hear, whatever, then I think to me you're on the offense then. But this
Yeah.
guy's standing there not planning for a scorpion to crawl up his leg.
Yeah.
So the scorpion is on the offense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let me ask this: what's the scorpion's speed?
Let's see what that comes up as.
Or-
Damn, I always can't click on the wrong thing. Speed, that would be, where's that? Where is that on PC, Gen? Speed. Statistics. Oh, movement. Regular, like everyone else, 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, so you're fine. Sorry. Well, okay. So yeah, he says like, well, and you're building in it. And then at about this time, this scorpion's crawling up the back of his leg.
Okay, the
What
scorpion is looking for a spot where there's flesh, but the scorpion isn't going to do anything at this moment.
Okay. Probably find some flesh on his leg.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got his hand on his sword and he's like, "Isn't it your building?" Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Granny, like, as she stepped forward to talk to him, she's like, "Well, unless you are telling me it's your building, then we've got business to attend to here. So I'd appreciate if you leave us to it." And she steps back and just starts like, she's watching this guy, but she's like pretending like she's just stepping back and looking around like she was.
Yeah. He
We don't
says,
want We don't want to wind up with an actual murder on our hands. Let's
hold on, my Skype's messing up. Who said that? No, that can't be right. It's like Adam Lee raised his hand. It's got to be somebody else who said that. Okay, fair enough. So this guy says, "Oi, it's my building enough to know that I don't think you've got an appointment."
Right, how do I get on the calendar?
Well, if you like, you could step aside and I knock on the door and we can make you an appointment right now.
Very well then. Lupin, start with the axe. Look, this man's going to make us an appointment.
Do you say start or stop?
Stop.
And this guy will like reach into his pocket and he pulls out a little whistle. And he's like, that's very seeming intentional whistle. And
Granny mumbles under her breath, shitty whistle.
you see another individual kind of start walking up the road towards you very intentionally. And he's like, if you like, I can open the door. We can have some more friends to speak with. Or if you like, we could step inside and maybe have a private conversation.
Oh, jeez.
It's your choice.
You said we could.
Would you like to have one more
open that door.
conversation, or would you like to move on with your life?
You said we could open the door or we could step inside. So I don't know which you'd rather do, but we're looking to go inside.
Right. And he like, you see, he puts something back in his pocket. He's like, what would you like in there? What's in there? What's in there that you care about so much?
Truth is, we don't know, but
Well, I suggest you mind your fucking business and keep moving. And his friend steps up, like another guy steps up, and he's like, hey, what's going on here? He's like, well, these fucking guys are up here at the door. Figure they can't get
Excuse me, sir.
bust the
Excuse me,
damn
sir.
door down.
I'm a lady and I'd like to be referred to as such.
If you're a lady, you could start acting like one and move along and prance down the street.
Right then. Lupin back with the axe. And I think she's being dead serious. Like, you can do what you want to do, but she's being dead serious. Like, hit that fucking door.
Okay, so there are two of them there now.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought you said you're gonna make me an appointment. I'm not understanding here. You're saying we're gonna go inside, or maybe we could step inside, or maybe you make me an appointment, or someone could unlock the door, you play your shitty whistle, and then your friend comes along. I don't know which it is, but we'd like to get inside here. We got some questions we need answered.
Oh, well, I see how it is. I see that I'm presented with a wonderful opportunity here, which is to tell you, lady, something you haven't heard very much in your life. Fuck off.
I'm gonna hit the door with the axe.
Do what?
I'm gonna hit the door with the axe.
All right. Everybody
When
roll
he
for
does,
initiative.
jeez, am I able to do something before initiative starts?
No, but you can do something once initiative starts.
That has a lot less value in my eyes.
Yeah.
Is your scorpion technically a held action or a readied action?
Only if I were to say it's casting a spell, which I didn't get a chance.
Only if he said, like, if this, then this.
You can cast a spell with your scorpion?
As if I were the one doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, unless 6 minutes have passed, you still have that +5. Fine.
Yeah.
Hey, Hayden, let me ask you a question. So the way that I just played that, is that against my good character? Like, if she feels like she's on a mission that is good, she can be belligerent with somebody who's being shitty, right?
I would have called some of those. I would like rate some of those decisions at chaotic good, arguably.
Oh, jeez.
Is that I don't know if that's a problem for Desna. If chaotic good is, I mean.
Be fun to find out.
Yeah, I'll see, because I'll play that better if I need to, but also like I feel like she's like, yeah, this is the mission world. This is what we're doing. Son of a bitch.
Okay, give me just a moment.
Also, rest of the party, I apologize. I don't want to go full Seymour and just get us into a bunch of fights that we don't intend to be in.
Rest in peace.
I did appreciate the moment that Lee just said, I'm going to hit the fucking door. That made me feel like I was doing the right thing.
Depending on how many people spill out of that door, maybe we didn't. But
okay. Actually, Desna is neutral good, and chaotic neutral. So we're good.
I'm almost done. Hey. Okay. Sorry, everybody can see this street on the map, right? Are we all looking at the same thing in Roll20?
Yes.
hold on one second. Yeah.
Let me refresh my page real quick. And then if you guys could drag, if it's possible to drag your characters onto this map, that would be great from the journal.
From the journal.
Thank you, Foxfire.
Protecting you.
Am I being too belligerent with this guy on the street for future goings forward?
Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I like to try and that's why I like to try and clear things with everybody in the party before we get into something, so I know exactly what route we're going. Because I don't want to be in the situation and then be like, "Hey, man, you should have just been like, oh, okay, that's fine, we'll leave."
Where's the journal at again? Sorry.
Madam has it right now.
Oh, journal is one of the tabs on the right
Oh,
side.
my fault.
It's the one that looks like a newspaper. You should be able to drag your name onto the thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Drag from your name onto the thing and then move your guy.
Yeah.
Right,
Let me know if you can't do any of that.
What is Waitharabi? What is that?
That's me. That's
Okay.
Iffy.
That's Iffy's real name, full
Okay.
name. Okay.
Where's the building that we're actually at?
Yeah, the building is here.
I'm assuming this one.
Yeah, so these individuals are probably on the outside of wherever you guys are all grouped up standing together.
Yeah, I don't know what Desna says, but I like to live by the motto, talk shit, get hit. And this guy is talking shit. So
Actually,
somebody needs to hit him.
Desna is her alignment is chaotic neutral, so or chaotic good. So
Okay. So let me get this initiative tracker up. I forgot I have that. Man, it's one of the best things about Roll20. Can people put their numbers? Can people affect their numbers in the initiative tracker that's popped up there now?
I just don't know if a number as low as mine can be typed out.
How do you add your character to that?
Oh, you guys can't see yours?
No.
I can add them. I see them, but probably from older things. Oh, crap. I just backed out. I'll be right back. I'm coming. Man, it'll be really great to be good at Roll20 one day.
I don't think Roll20 allows for that.
I had somebody ask me yesterday, like, "Oh, you guys use Roll20? You have to show me how that works." And I was like, "I can't do that."
I don't fucking know, man.
I feel like, we have learned a lot about using it, and we're relatively good at using it, but I feel like certainly we must be using 20% of what it can do.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do forget how to do every part of it between sessions.
Dang, Alex, did you really roll an 8?
I rolled a 2.
Dang, dude, I rolled 3. I thought I did bad.
Oh my god.
That's the spirit.
I'll go pee real quick since I'm at the bottom anyway.
Oh, hell yeah, Lupine. Good job.
Lupin, let's make the door here. I'm
Okay.
moving you one to the right. Yeah.
That way I what?
I just moved you one to the right.
Oh,
that way,
Hayden.
Yeah.
Hayden, can you add a small square for the spider?
Oh yeah, it's a scorpion, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I will add it in there, and I will throw the scorpion on this thing, and I will make it movable by you.
Cool.
Hey, those red circles don't mean anything, do they?
My what?
The red circles.
No, it's just weird solar flare on this map. What color do you picture this scorpion, Xavier?
It's called a green sting scorpion, so it can be green.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Nice.
Is drawing. Make it small.
Oh, hell yeah, that's cool shit.
That is really cool.
I'll figure out later how to make it movable by you, Xavier. But I'll be happy to put it on that square for now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dude, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could do that tiny creature like that. That's so cool.
Just kind of do the thing where I pinch it and then squeeze it down.
Hey.
But cool. Okay, so I think we have everybody now. Everybody's got their initiatives in, right? That 8 and that 7, those are right. Those aren't just accidents. Okay, so at the top of the first round, we have Lupine, who's just holding his axe. Just swung
Hey,
down
what
the
about
door.
your other guy?
What other guy?
One of Hayden's guys is not on the initiative thing.
He was.
Oh. That's probably because they moved together, right?
No, actually. Oh, Foxfire's on there twice. Or for me, sorry.
All right.
That's a treatment. 1 second, I'm sorry.
I heard my name.
Jeez, looks like I'm in trouble. Oh shit! Who did I just get rid of?
Whoever had the 14 initiative, you got rid of.
That was one of my guys.
That's alright.
I'm gonna settle that. I'm sorry.
Did I break the lock?
Yeah, roll damage.
D6. 7.
Damage 7.
Yeah. Well, do it or just my roll? I guess, do I add like my normal damage multipliers and stuff?
Yes, you do, but not obviously. You're not enraged, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Not the sword one. So 14.
14. Yeah, you break the lock. The door doesn't like swing wide open, but it kind of like, you know what I mean? The lock just breaks off of it, and there it goes.
So that was before my turn, though, right? Now I have it.
Right. So now you're standing there holding an axe. Right. Yeah.
So can I drop my axe and draw my sword?
Yeah.
What else can I do after that? Like move.
You can drop your axe lead and then draw your sword as part of your move as you move to a guy.
I don't even know how to do it. Drop my-
I'm sorry, it's just breaking up really badly. I don't know if it's because Hayden's had noise like a lot of noise in the background, but
Yeah, I'm worried about just ambient noise cutting me off now.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Um,
Ooh.
Let's see. I don't think this will help, but
actually it should.
I don't even know that it will work with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
Cool. Can you hear me while y'all are talking? Someone else talk at the same time?
Oh,
Try that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, the solution was there all along.
I had to let my phone charge up so I could plug it into the freaking. I hate that the charging port and the earphone port are the same thing now. I hate that.
That's a,
Same.
Anyways, so yeah, I don't think I would actually move to kill anybody because despite my reputation as being a murderer, I'm not. And these could just be random weirdos from the street. This is like their hidey hole or whatever. This might be completely unrelated.
so, Lupin.
Because do we have anything to like, even point to the guard tower is related? Like, why are we here? That's the thing I still don't quite understand. Like, why do we think they're related?
The crow went in one of the two towers was our general understanding.
But we don't know that it went in this one.
No, we got intel that the sketchy tower was the clock tower.
Right.
So
that's where Zanisha supposedly is.
Yes. So my thought was, it seems weird that this tower's here, but let's clear this tower so it's not behind us as we go into the clock tower. Now, it's obviously not a guard tower, and we're in a sketchy part of town. So I understand your hesitancy to fight in the middle of the street, and I'm not saying you're wrong to do that. At the same time, if we could get somehow, if we can handle this business inside this place, I don't think anybody in this sketchy part of town is really worried about what's going on.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, but like, I feel like we do, like, in the event that this is, I feel like we do need a reason to knock on this door. Like, granted, I just broke the lock, so like, I'm there with you, but like, I'm not ready to murder someone yet. Like, I'll break the door. Like, I'll take that misdemeanor, but I'm not ready to murder someone just yet. But I will draw my sword because they're acting antsy, like they want to get in a fight.
Lupin, do you want to hold your turn, or perhaps
Can I do that?
Ready in action? Yeah, you can hold your turn. And
but
just
do
be
I have
like,
anything left though? That's what I'm saying though. Like, after I draw my sword, is there really anything I could have done?
Oh, I guess you can't hold your turn. You could hold an action. You could say, if someone attacks me, I'll attack them. Or you could also do total defense for a round, which is basically like I do nothing but I ready myself for an attack, and you get +4 AC, like until your next turn.
I think I'll hold my action just in case they do something to someone else as well, or like
so
hold
the action
my.
that you're holding basically is if they attack someone else, you will attack.
Correct.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Well, yeah, he can hold it. He can hold his turn. He can not drop his axe here. He can just hold his turn, and then if there comes a point where he wants to jump in, he can drop his axe, draw his sword as part of a move action, and attack.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the difference in going ahead and dropping my axe and drawing my sword?
Because you've already taken that section of your turn, then you have to stand still from this point forward. So if you decide you want to attack somebody, they have to be right beside you. If you just hold your whole turn and then like there comes a point where you want to jump in, you can do all of that at that point.
But
Okay,
at that point, you do have to do it between turns, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, I'll do that. That makes the most sense, it seems.
Sure. So Lupine breaks this lock and like turns back and kind of waits to see what happens. Like, so then next in our order, we have this individual, the guy who walked up. He's going to pull out this sword. It is a nice short sword. It's kind of slightly curved, so it looks like a short sword, but it's a little different. And probably Foxfire just notices immediately. This person doesn't, just like you've attacked people who have pulled out swords and attacked you or pulled out weapons or whatever. This person moves into a combat like stance. Like it's someone who is trained in fighting. It's like, oh, this person has been trained in fighting. And they are going to pull their sword on you, Foxfire. And they're going to attack you.
The guy with the scorpion?
No, the other person. The person farther to the top of the screen is the person who just walked up and now who is attacking.
Oh, I see now. Okay. Gotcha. Sorry. I have my initiative orders from that. I got you.
Okay. All right. Foxfire, how does a 30 hit you?
What?
Fuck.
It does.
All right. So we'll just settle that real quick.
For future reference, the same as a 20 hits me. You don't have to roll that high.
They'll hit you for 8 damage with the sword that before you even have your. And in fact, a rule I always forget about, but whenever you're in the first round of combat, if you haven't gone yet, if you haven't had a turn yet, then you are flat-footed.
Damn, that's
which
right.
is to say, you don't get your dex bonus to your AC if you're attacked.
Oh god, then it definitely hits me.
So you get hit for 8 points, and then they're going to attack you again, Foxfire.
Jeez.
At what point can I step in?
At the end of their turn, you can jump in. So this one's a 16, flat-footed.
Yeah, that hits flat-footed.
It's fine. Okay. And then this one is 9 damage with the sword. So they just and cut you, and that is the end of their turn. And my understanding is Lupine wants to go next.
Yeah, I'll move to hit him.
All right.
I guess I'll move to I guess that square. Is that a hittable square there?
Yep. Yeah.
All right. And
Take
I
a swing at
will
him.
take a swing at that guy. I'm not in rage yet. But I mean, I drop my axe, pick up my sword. That's all like allowable, all these things here.
Yep.
Does a 29 hit?
The 29 is going to hit. That's
Okay.
your old tricks again.
Let's see here. It is 2d6, correct? Yeah. Oh shit, lost one.
I assume you're not enraged, Lupin.
Yeah, I said that. Not enraged.
You're good. I'm sorry.
14 damage.
14 damage.
But now you get your second hit. Right?
Yes.
What?
I get 2 hits now, right?
Oh yeah, yes, correct.
Shit, that fell off my little square there. That is another 29.
Okay, I'll allow it. Just for you.
And that is a 13 damage.
13 damage. So Lupin steps up, draws his sword. This guy's like, fuck! And he kind of like steps back and takes a couple big hits. Still standing though. Which I mention only because that doesn't always happen. All right, and that. Oh, excuse me. So that's Lupin's turn. Now it's on to the other person, the guy who Mantle was speaking to.
Hold on. Sorry to retroactively do that. Does a 24 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, then we're still good.
Okay. Yeah.
I forgot that your second attack takes less, and I didn't see that line.
Good catch.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so here is this person. Oh, one second. I messed up with my health tracker. Okay, so Mantle, how about a 24?
Yep.
All right. Ooh. Here comes max damage. You're not gonna like it. 14 damage.
You know, the truth is, I don't care.
You always take the stance when your character dies.
He's already got a resurrected character in the lineup. He's
fair
good.
enough. Okay, here comes the second attack, Mantle. How about 20?
What the attack goes to the attacker, right? On attacks?
Yes.
Yeah. So you hit me.
Okay. So it's another 8 points of damage. And that is that person's turn. All right. It is now Iffy's turn.
Okay, so Iffy is going to stay exactly where he is, and he's going to cause the name of my scorpion's Jade, by the way, because of the green color. And I'll use Beast Shape on him. And he is going to turn into, because he's already on this guy, into a constrict. He's going to turn into a constrictor snake.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Go on.
So once he turns into that snake, he's going to go for an attack. If the attack hits, I get a chance as a free action to make a grapple.
Yep. So make that attack, baby.
All right, so that attack will be a plus. Okay, it's just a +5. Where are we at? So many tabs. Does a 23 hit?
A 23 will hit.
Yes.
So his damage is a 1d4
Well done.
plus 4. So I'm just going to roll a d4. So, 8 damage.
Wow. Okay.
And now he's going to try to grapple.
yeah.
His grapple's +9. Okay.
So is this the equivalent of like the snake bit him and then is then trying to wrap him?
Exactly, yeah.
Some animals in Creatures League get a free attempt to grapple. If they're hits, they get a free attempt to grapple.
Yeah, that's what this is. A 22.
Oh, hell yeah. Against your CMD, Hayden.
Yeah, that beats it.
All right, so he is grappled.
Hell yeah. Good job.
I gotta remember how grapple works again now.
Last time this happened, you just died on a turnbuckle instead.
I'd almost rather just do that. A turnbuckle
Alright.
comes out of it. I'm just kidding.
Breaking up the rules of grapple feels like dying on a turnbuckle.
All right, so that's my that's Iffy's turn.
Nice. That's
Good
Iffy's
job.
turn. Sweet.
Good job.
All right, Foxfire, it's your turn.
All right. I will take a.
Really fast before you go, Alex. Iffy can also act, or can you also act, Iffy? Or
I did. I
cast the spell.
cast B shape.
well, the scorpion. Oh, you cast it through the scorpion.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Gotcha.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step up there and attack the guy who attacked me. So that wasn't very nice.
All right.
Right. Does a 22 hit?
A 22 will hit.
So that means oh, the second hit's actually a crit. So,
Oh.
so I'll roll damage for the first hit. Is 8 total damage. 3 of that damage is fire. And then the second hit is a crit. So times 2. I'll just roll the damage and then multiply the first dice by 2.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's the exact same roll.
Glitch. At least the 5 is the one that doubled.
Yeah. Well, you just double the dice, right? You don't double your strength with a crit, or you do.
Oh,
Correct. You
yeah.
double the dice. Just the
Okay.
dice.
Yeah.
So 10 total damage on the second attack.
You
So
don't get
8
the fire with it?
Oh yeah, I added the fire. It's 2 times 2 is 4, plus 3, and then plus 3 more is 10.
Okay.
Oh, the dice was 2. Got it.
Yeah. So 10
All
total
right.
damage on the second attack.
Nice. So you hit it. You whip out your rapier and get a couple of good slices and stabs on them. And that brings us to Mantel's turn.
Still
Still
alive,
up?
huh?
What?
He's
He's
still,
still alive.
up.
I like how both of you said it as a question.
Bruh.
No,
Yeah, he's still
the
alive.
bad guy.
He's
Oh,
still
the bad guy.
alive,
Oh,
baby.
okay.
That's the
Uh,
part
Why
where
would
you fall
Mantel
down.
be dead?
I'll just take a 5-foot step here, and then I'm gonna channel. Because
Chanel.
I know that me and Alex both took damage. So, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Nah.
No.
That's 13 healing right there for anybody that needs a healing.
Thank you very much.
No.
No.
I want to double check that. I don't think that gets any pluses. No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, and then channeling is a standard action, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive channeling is a standard action.
Yeah,
So
I think you're right.
My turn.
Okay. Next thing that happens is from this swinging door, another individual steps out.
Shouldn't have broke the door. I thought about that as soon as I did it. That people could then freely walk out of it.
He's like, "Oi, what's this thing?" And he sees obviously combat going on, and he sees Lupine standing there with the sword, and he's going to swing this one-handed axe down at Lupine. But here comes an attack. 23 to hit.
Damn.
That hits. Unless whatever. What'd you tap me on the shoulder? That was just for initiative.
Yeah, just
Right.
initiative. Yeah.
Cool.
Ooh, okay. 7 damage to Lupine.
Okay.
And that guy.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll stay right there. And then let me add him. All right, then we're back to the top.
Do I stay at the top, or did I insert myself in a different spot?
Yeah, you've inserted yourself exactly. Yeah. So you basically go next now. Okay, so here is this guy here. Still focusing on Foxfire. Gonna take his first swing. 18.
That misses.
All right.
Also, when he misses, I'm gonna use my feet sidestep to take another 5-foot step to the side there.
Oh yeah.
All right. So here comes his second swing. Oh, worse. 15. So that's not a hit.
Do you not have to hit your first hit to get your second hit?
Nope.
I don't
No.
think so.
That's only you're thinking of Cleve, Lee.
Right.
All right, Lupin, you're up.
I'm gonna turn. If I turn and face this other guy, does Alex lose flank on the dude?
No.
Mechanically, I don't think so.
I think as long as you're in that
See
space,
the argument,
threatening.
yeah. I think it.
All
Yeah,
right,
I
I'm
think-
gonna turn to this other guy, and I'm gonna tell him that you're about to become difficult terrain. I'm in rage, by the way. Earlier, I have to retroactively tell you that I was in rage back then as well, because we did rage numbers. I'm screwing up. I wrote things down backwards in my journal that I'm using. And,
Okay.
But we're in rage. I still would have hit you if I hadn't been in rage based on the other hits that people did earlier. But I've been in rage for 2 rounds. This is my second round of rage.
Yeah, fair enough.
That will not be a problem going forward. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does not hit.
All right. So let's take that second hit. That one doesn't count. That's not going to hit either then. Okay.
All right. Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. Very good. Lupin made 2 swings, and they both missed. This is the first for the party. I'm so pleased. All right. Moving on, we have our unfortunate individual with a constrictor snake on his leg, kind of with a mouth attached and wrapped around his leg, and he is grappled by the snake, and so I believe he can make an attack at a -2 with his one-handed weapon. So he's going to try to get his sword down this snake's head to kind of rip it free, and we'll just make an attack on this snake.
Natural 1. Cut off your penis. Natural 1. Cut off your penis.
That's not great. Let's see. Does a 13 hit the snake, Xavier?
Why
wonder-
am I not on it? 1 second. You said 13?
Yes.
That misses.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh wait, that's not a touch attack, right?
No.
Okay,
No.
so yeah, that misses.
Wait, does your snake have armor on?
I guess because the touch and the AC are different, so I have to assume it's natural armor.
Oh yeah, it's natural armor. That makes
The
sense.
snake might also get a size modifier.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
being smaller.
that's what it is.
That's fine.
No, it says +2 natural, so I think it's natural armor.
So I will just make this next attack then. That's much better. 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Sorry, House. So he attacks the snake and does 13 damage with his sword on the second attack.
Ooh.
13. Ooh, wow, that's rough. Okay.
Do you take damage, Iffy, as your like tattoos take damage? Like if
No,
something
not
kills.
my. No.
If your tattoo dies, though, like if this snake
No,
dies,
the only way to get rid of it is to somehow erase the tattoo itself, not kill
So,
the
like,
creature.
okay. So if the creature gets killed, it just becomes the tattoo again.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry. Say that damage one more time.
13.
13.
13. Okay, got you.
Did I kill it?
No, it's still there. It's still grappling you very mightily.
Okay, fair enough. And noted. All right. Well, with that said, it is Iffy's turn again.
Okay. I'm assuming that you have the grappled rules already pulled up.
I do.
Okay. I couldn't find anything specific. I just find this odd. But I'm guessing that the snake does not have advantage on attacks.
The attacker. It may inflict damage to the attacker. Attacker inflicts damage from unarmed strike, natural attack, or an attack made with armor spikes or light one-handed weapons. Yeah, basically you can. Yeah, I think you just get a chance to make an attack.
Yeah. So I was looking. It doesn't look like I have any bonuses to my
Oh.
attack.
You have to roll to maintain the grapple. That's what happens. The first thing you do is roll a combat maneuver, another combat maneuver to maintain that grapple.
But you
Oh, I thought the defender
With a
had
plus
to.
5. With a plus 5 now that he is grappled. So it's an extra plus 5 just to maintain that basically at the start of the round.
Oh, okay. I thought. Okay. All right.
Do you get to-
And you'll get to do stuff after that. That's not all you get to do.
Oh, okay.
So that is plus 5. How about a 30?
Yeah,
Jesus.
I think that'll do it.
Xavier,
Okay.
so under the snake, does it have like a constrict action?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I already got it. But the constrict does the same amount as melee, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh,
I just
really?
want it grappled. Yeah, same
That
damage.
sucks. I thought it would be like way more damage.
No, and I don't even get to do it automatically. I think I still have to roll an attack.
No, that was your. I think once you.
No, I think you can just inflict it. I don't think you have to roll an attack.
That's the advantage.
If you succeed on that grapple check, you may inflict damage via an unarmed attack, a natural attack made with armor spikes, or a light one-handed weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's the advantage.
That helps me out
I couldn't
greatly.
figure it out, but that's the
Okay.
advantage.
Basically, it's like attacking with a plus 5 advantage, and they maintain being
Cool.
in the grapple condition.
Wow, I rolled a 4 again, so it's 8 damage.
Heck
Damage.
All right, so that was Jade. Iffy, he's going to let me see what Iffy can do to help everyone. He's going to, you know what, screw it. I guess so. I'll ask someone who's fighting the other guy. Does he look heavily damaged to you, the other one? Actually, no, the other guy just came out of the doorway, right? So he's fresh face, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
He has not
Okay.
been hit.
Okay, cool. So that's what I'll do. I will cast Touch of Gracelessness on him, and he has to make I think a Fortitude save.
What's the range on that touch of gracelessness? Is that a touch? Is that like a touch spell? that you have to move over to?
You're right. Thank you for catching me. That is a touch spell. So that I cannot do. Thank you. So I will instead do. Feel like there's something I could be using right now. I'll worry about that next turn. Okay, so I'll just use spectral hand, and I'll have spectral hand.
Special hand.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just have that appear in the same square of where the new guy is.
Okay.
Which does what?
It just does melee attacks for me.
So basically, next time you'll be able to cast a touch attack.
Yeah, I don't think I can do an attack this turn with it.
I don't think you. Yeah, I think you're right. Cool. Okay, let me get you a hand.
You just going to like Google Images, downloading a hand, and then putting them in.
It's in Roll20, like where you search for things. Where you search
That's cool.
for images, which is helpful because obviously you don't have to type Pathfinder every time. And there's your spectral hand.
Awesome.
Very nice. Okay, cool. So that's Iffy's turn. Now we're on to Foxfire.
All right, I will attack this guy 2 more times, I guess.
Let's see it.
Oof. So the first attack hit.
He's flanked now too.
First attack did hit. Yep.
The second one is a 1. So no.
Not as much.
No.
We'll deal with that after I roll the.
You would just say
Maybe
he skipped his turn and
maybe I kill him and then the
On the
one
first
doesn't
one.
ever even happen. Exactly.
That's
So
kind of truth though, right?
Let's
So
roll
if
the
you kill him,
damage
you wouldn't take a
here.
second hit.
I guess,
Right.
yeah. Yes.
So let's roll the damage here. I did, dude. Same.
Lynch, dude.
Wow. That's 3
Okay,
times in a
I'm
row
just
now.
gonna spam this. Okay, it is different.
Okay.
I was like, what the heck is happening? All right.
Alex is about to
did-
start rolling dice again.
I mean, this is better than 2 1s. I'll take. It's almost average every time. But it did 8 damage
8 total damage.
attack.
Right, he takes 8 damage for that first attack, and he is still standing.
Ah, okay. Well then
Jeez, dude.
I might not be because I rolled a 1. So
Let us settle that.
Right.
I gotta do a D100.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you roll it. Okay, go.
I'll roll it.
Go for it.
Oh, I need to decide a tens place. Okay, 55. You're all right. I think with a 55, we can talk about this later. I have a problem with the system for figuring this stuff out. But a 55 is not bad.
It's about 5 more than average.
It's half as bad as it could be for the worst you could possibly do.
Okay. So what's the
about what
worst
that
I could possibly do?
Kill yourself.
I'm gonna say you stumble back 5 feet.
Oh. Okay.
What does that do logistically?
As you attack him, he parries him. I mean, effectively, it works out the flanking position. That's pretty much all it does for a round.
Does flank only give you help with attack, not with damage?
Yeah, it just gives you a
Correct.
plus to hit. It's basically like the enemy has to worry about you and someone
fronts.
behind them. Yeah,
Yeah.
so their AC is a little worse.
But with that said, we are brought to Mantle's turn. In Foxfire, I'll note too in that moment, like that was you went in for this guy with the strike, and he seemed to like parry it with his sword enough that like it probably surprised you that he did it. You know, he did a real fighter move, and it was enough to like kind of throw you back to be like, whoa, okay. But yeah, I think just to again reiterate, this person's pretty good at fighting. Pretty good
Okay.
swordsman.
To be clear, the guy that just came out the door, he's got a one-handed axe. the guy that Alex is fighting has a short sword, and the guy that the scorpion is on, what does he have?
They're like a
Similar
curved-
sword. The two first guys have similar swords.
Okay.
That
They're
like
kind of
curved,
curved
right?
blade.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna take a 5-foot step here, and then I'm gonna cast Burning Disarm on the guy that the scorpion is on.
Okay.
Which I want to read this to you because I think that this gives you the option of either just taking the damage or trying to throw your weapon down.
Yeah, burning disarm.
What the hell?
Oh, Lee, we can really hear you when you yawn now with that mic.
Was that very loud?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, so it says like a creature holding the item may attempt a reflex save to drop it and take no damage. Otherwise, it deals damage. Basically.
Yep, I see. Instantaneous. Okay. I think he's going to take the option to not drop it. So he'll take 1d4 points of fire damage per caster level.
He will take 5d4 points of fire damage.
5d4?
Yeah.
What?
Good lord.
It's not great. It's fine. It's fine. Fine.
It's no lupine attack.
Hell yeah, that's 4. That's 3, 7. That's 2, 9.
But the next one's a 1.
That's 2, 11.
Oh,
Let me down.
Damn, that's 2, 13.
13.
So 13 points of damage.
15 points. It's crazy. That's automatic damage, too.
I think so. Because I think it's because he gets the option to drop his sword.
Yeah. Cool. He's looking hurt. You can see it's hurting his hand, but he's still holding it. And he's still standing.
That's cool. Though. I mean, that's probably what damage I could.
Yeah. Okay. So that's Mantle's turn. Now it is on to our axe friend. He's going to take a 5-foot step to the side of the door here. And he's going to take another swing at old Lupine. So let's see here. How about a 27? All right. That's 8 points of damage. And then his second swing.
Oh, he didn't take a second swing last time.
No, he doesn't. And he isn't this time either, actually.
Oh, he doesn't have a second swing? Glad I brought that up.
Okay, so that is his turn. And the next thing that happens is
You're good. Keep going. I was just looking.
another individual comes to the door.
Oh my goodness.
He's going to take a swing at Lupine. Oh, that's not going to hit. And
So every new person just gets to enter the order right then and there?
yeah,
That's-
basically at the end of the round here. Yeah, they take their swing and let's see. Do I have them in there? No, I don't have them in there. So let me add their turn.
But you said he missed?
Yeah, he missed. So now we're back to the top of the order. Oh, wait. Yes. Yeah, we're back to the top of the order. This guy is going to kind of get a read of what's going on here. Even though he's fighting Lupine, he seems to have pushed him back. So he's going to take up a step between his friend, who seems to be hurting here, and look directly at Lupine.
Dang.
And make his first attack. I'm guessing a 15 doesn't hit.
Does not.
And then his second attack does a 19 hit.
Yes.
All right. Here it goes. 9 damage, Lupine. Okay. And that is the end of their turn. And now it is your turn, Lupine.
Sorry, I'm just reading something real quick.
While you read, let me grab the charger for my iPad here. I'll be right back.
Oh, good. I'm gonna go pee real fast, too.
Okay. That was 9 damage for those that are still here, right?
I got you.
Who in the world and what in the world?
What happened?
Did you not hear that intense breathing just then?
I thought that was
Oh.
you.
I thought it was you.
No,
Is it
definitely
me?
not.
Maybe it's me.
I don't think so.
No, it's not me either.
Did you hear that?
I did hear that, yeah, but
Yeah.
That was
sort
me
of similar to what it
pushing-
was, but
Pushing my microphone up to my nose and breathing directly into it. So I was trying to see if it sounded the same or not. That was crazy.
All right.
this is gonna be a bad fight, you guys.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Considering it isn't already over, yeah, this might be a lot of fun.
Considering we haven't even dropped one of these people yet.
Yeah.
Hey, Lee, will you back your mic up from your mouth just a little bit?
I think partly what you just heard wasn't me, but it might I did back it up just now.
Okay.
Because I heard what I think you heard too, but I can't hear myself.
I don't know who it is. I think it's you, but it's just the breathing is really loud.
Make sure that it's the charger. Yes, it is. Okay. Sorry about this, y'all.
All right, I forgive you. I'm gonna put some water on for some tea real quick. I'll be right back.
Great. Okay, cool. We are at 8% battery, but that is no longer a problem. So it was Lupine's turn. All right, Lupine. What you want to do, Hoss?
I'm gonna swing at, I guess, the next.
Lee,
Jesus. What? Yeah. What?
you need to step somewhere, or you're going to take attacks of opportunity.
Why do I need to step anywhere?
If you don't move, you're going to take attacks of opportunity from those other guys who can hit you.
Why would I take
Why would
attacks
he
of
take-
opportunity?
Why would he?
Yeah, he's not moving.
I thought you did when you
You're talking about
attacked.
flanking someone.
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't think
Right?
he will.
Okay, cool. Oh, good. That's only ranged attacks. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I wonder
Sorry.
if that's what you're thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Lupine, who are you attacking, dog?
The new one that just stepped out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gonna attack him for not good. No hit on that one unless it's we'll try. There's a 17 hit.
No, it doesn't.
Oh man,
Okay.
these guys are buff.
Okay.
Then a 16 doesn't hit either.
No, I'm afraid that's how it works. The numbers are cruel in that way. All right. That's Lupine. We are back to the guy who's dealing with this snake. So he's going to make another attack at the snake who's like currently cutting off the blood flow in his leg.
Just like what I like to hear.
With another, again with a -2 to the attacks. So the first attack is going to be 16.
Ah, that does hit.
That does hit. Oh, shit. Okay. 9 points of damage.
Oh no, he's gone.
That's it. Wow.
Yeah, he's gone.
So, does that mean anything mechanically if you lose your familiar? Does that mean anything?
I'm only familiar with D&D. I think the damage that runs over goes into whatever transformed. Is that right?
That's a great question.
I
let
think
me-
it
let me look.
does.
I know that's how it works in Pathfinder.
Where's his HP? Okay.
Damn it.
I think that might not be the way it works in Pathfinder though, actually. Because the animal that you change into, I guess the animal that you change into does have an HP like the stat block, huh?
Yeah, it has its own HP.
Okay. Well, for the sake of keep moving, we'll just say he changes back into the scorpion.
Without taking any of that damage from that attack, or with?
I guess it should roll over. Yes.
Okay, that's
Let's
fine.
just go by the rules. If it's fifth edition, that's what we're rolling with in this current moment.
Whenever however you want to run it. Okay, so he turns into back into a scorpion. He's still on the back of like that guy's like calf, and he's still alive.
Yeah. I think with that said, with the second attack, this individual is going to see the snake turn back into a scorpion, not much less scary, and will make another attack on the scorpion now on his leg.
Okay. Funny enough, his AC went up.
I guess it got smaller.
Yeah.
All right. So here's